Much.
All right, here
An
we
African
go.
American. No, say it again. I got on your nerve.
Oh, you really did get on my nerves.
How I got on your nerve? Go on, say it.
Well, because when I fell on the floor, you took too long to pick me up.
What was I doing?
Sleep.
When you hollered, what happened?
The Lord heard me. The Lord heard my cry and pitied every groan. Because you were sleeping.
In the morning, on our day off, when we chill, I was sleeping.
I have on a brace right now, guys. I have on a brace.
She did hurt herself this morning.
I had a spasm. I had a spasm.
You had a spasm.
I have a brace on, which lets us know that 49 is not my friend. I fell twice. I fell last night when you was trying to make me an acrobat. Yeah, I said it. Fred was like, get up here again. I said, what? Terry. He said, get up here again. I said, get up here again. So I got up there again. It did not work out so well. And so I woke up this morning and forget it. Yeah. So we apologize because we have not done coupling last week. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give you a small snippet today because we are trying
So you I try to make you out an acrobat.
Yeah.
Keep it interesting.
You said get a pick. Yeah, it was interesting, all right, after I bust my tail. And then it just ruined the moves. So it didn't ruin.
It didn't ruin my mood.
Yeah, because you got the blunt of the joke. He laughed so hard. And yeah, he laughed.
She's very participatory, though.
That's not a word.
Participatory is a word.
Participatory.
Yeah.
Spell it. If I spell it, it's gonna be participatory.
Participatory. It's participate, but it's participatory.
No, Fred. Participatory.
Participatory is a word. It means a person that will participate. Yeah, participatory.
But who told you that, Fred?
It's a word.
Let me ask. Can I ask a third party?
Go and ask a third party. Hold on. We have a college graduate.
It's a word.
I'm just saying.
Participatory.
My baby girl says she just graduated Clark.
Michelle,
She said it's
Eddie.
a word.
Participatory.
Participatory. Participatory.
That's a master's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Well,
Dig that.
I'll give you that. I've
Dig
never
that.
heard of participatory in a sentence, but all right, I'll give you
But I got
that.
on your nerve today.
No, you really got on my nerve. I love you, baby, but you got on my nerves.
How I got on your nerve, though?
We
We gonna talk about this.
No, we're
subject.
gonna talk about the subject matter. But
how
Fred,
I got on your nerve?
Fred, you can get on my nerve. I love you,
Yeah.
but I didn't like you.
I am able.
No, there are times when you love your husband and you love your wife, but I don't like you today, and that's just the bottom line.
And how? What are my transgressions? What was
It's
my
not even
transgression?
transgression. I think that's just what happens. It's like, I think when one thing about my husband, he's very protective of me, and that's fine, very fine. And because of
she hurt herself,
and I hurt my back, but
and she still wanted to act like she was
a superwoman.
Okay,
but what
tell a story.
No, I'm gonna tell a story. So we had to go to Home Depot, and I promise you, he was like every inch. Like if I went one way, he would just like it was like stalkerish behavior, and it's not a bad thing, but he was just so, I guess, overprotective.
She said I was trying to make her out of an invalid.
And I'm like, I'm not an invalid.
But she's 49. She just experienced her first back spasm. Her first one.
Yeah.
Now, I experienced them a lot. They can happen anytime, and you can fall because you lose balance. Now, hold it. she was also agitated.
Yes.
She was also agitated.
I was.
Very, very agitated because she could not move
Yeah.
like she would normally move.
Right.
So
it was a little bit annoying because
she was rah.
I was just in one of those moods. So I guess I wasn't aggravated at you. I was more angry at
I
myself.
just want you to get it out, baby. I know you wasn't.
No, I don't have a problem being when I'm wrong. Just like participatory is the word. But I didn't have a problem being wrong. So I'm not right all the time, but I would think I was just aggravated.
It's not.
I think everybody was aggravating me because I felt like I was in, like I could not get around like I normally
I wasn't
would.
aggravated with you.
I know, but I said I was aggravated.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
And I guess you being under me like you didn't want me to fall was kind of like,
Yeah, we'll get used to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Y'all see how I submitted like that? I was like, boom, bam. So in the background, you hear AP. Say what's up, AP. Hey. You hear Eddie. Say what's up, Eddie. And you hear the college grad, Dylan. Say hey. So
they're eating pizza.
They're eating pizza. And so we're here doing now is we're getting ready for the holidays. And since I jacked up my back, we're cleaning out my closet. And so they're my family actually. We're all getting together and they're doing that.
Your family?
Our family.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That was singular possessive.
That's not funny, Michelle. See, they laughing. Our family.
Okay.
They're our family. So this is the conversation that we were going to have. And Michelle and Eddie in the back eating pizza. Hey, Pastor Jesse Stevenson is on here.
My brother, he tore it up.
And so,
I'm going to send you some charges for them damages.
And they're asking you for the TikTok. So please put it up here because they want to find you on TikTok. So what we're doing now is we're going to talk about this word called jealousy. So Michelle and Eddie, can y'all eat your pizza right here, please? And Dylan, just eat your pizza right here. So since the camera's not big enough, we're just gonna have a dialogue, and they're gonna jump in here, and I'm quite sure you can hear them. Beverly Holt said her mother's birthday is today. She's 72 years old. Happy birthday to you, mother. And so the conversation we're gonna have is we're going to talk about this word jealousy. Jealousy is a very, very, very it has a tone. What?
I'm laughing because Stefanetta gonna pick at me because I said singular possessive. It is singular possessive. I don't know if that's an actual English whatever, but is that? Can I use that?
I don't know about that on that dictionary.
But it was right though, right?
No, the word was right.
Okay, singular possessive.
But that part of English,
see, right there, you just got on my nerves.
Why? Because I took you off your subject.
Pretty much so. Now the dog is barking. I live in a madhouse. It's a madhouse. This is a madhouse. I live in a madhouse. Is that Hunter? You back from your date that fast? Did you have a good time, son?
You bite too early.
You back too early. Oh, that date didn't end well. Hunter had a date.
I'm saying, was she a fox or was she a dog?
She was a puppy.
What she was?
No, it wasn't like.
Are we dapping on it or not?
We dapping on it.
Okay.
It wasn't like.
Okay.
Oh, no, y'all.
I live in a madhouse.
The boy handsome though, so he do his thing.
And did she get a second date,
He's a
Hunter?
heartbreaker, so.
Oh, she gets a second date?
She get a second one?
Because does this mean you're going to clean up your room?
Right.
All right. So.
All right, baby, because I'm hungry.
I want to do a mukbang. I'll bring you pizza.
I live in a madhouse. We live in a madhouse. Hello, Trinidad. How are you? We live in a madhouse. So this is the conversation. So we're talking about the word jealousy. And sometimes people will look at people's lifestyle or look at their lives. And they kind of want to not mirror them.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I live in a madhouse. This is going to be interesting. People log off because they want us to get with the conversation. So let's try to get this.
Okay.
All right. So a lot of people look at us and they just, they look at our pictures, and then after they look at our pictures, people say things that are positive.
Yeah.
And then there are people that will say things negative. Like they will say, just like someone just went on the timeline, Miss Duncan, she says, "Oh, I love you guys." Someone, I heard myself crying laughing at the store. Please don't hurt yourself. But someone will come under it and say, "That's not real."
Yeah.
Or "That's not a real family." Or "You're always trying to say something," whatever it is. But I find that people use social media to become hateful because deep down inside, sometimes people might be jealous of what they see concerning you. Do you agree?
I do agree. And some of it is because their own life doesn't add up. Their own life is in some facets terrible.
Okay.
So when you see somebody else and it actually looks like real happiness, and because they have not experienced it,
Right.
automatically we're acting.
Okay.
If we were acting,
But people have said that they're
I'm a very good actor.
Grammy Award.
If I was acting,
No, people say, but
I can't act.
but I've had people say that that's not real. Y'all don't
A
act
lot.
like that for real.
For real.
Or I had people say that just give it a minute, it'll fall apart.
Yeah. We done had some people trying to curse us.
Yeah, and so that
Boogity back to you.
that dialogue comes from what? AP, life coach.
It could be people just miserable. They desire what you have.
Okay.
But I can say that what you all do on social media, you do it any other time when you're not on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
This is who Fred and Jamila are.
Right.
And some people just can't be happy for you because they're not happy with themselves or for themselves. So you can't expect them to be happy and celebrate you in your happy place.
So let's talk about family members. What do you do when family members smile and they act like they're happy, and they have the camaraderie of fellowship where they're smiling and stuff like that, but then it comes back through another friend or mutual friend that shares things that, unbeknownst to us, I didn't know they felt that way. Like, because your family, they wear the biggest mask. Families have the biggest mask. I mean, that's just what it is. And so what do you do when you have family members that say, "Oh, you guys are great. Not just us, but even you brought a new car, or you graduated from college, or you got out of a bad situation," whatever it is. And then you think that they're happy for you. And then it comes back around full circle from someone else that says, that's not how they feel at all. How do you deal with that? I just wish that people just be just like we're being ourselves. Be yourself. Just tell us how you feel. You would rather people just be honest.
They want to be themselves, baby, because the real them is, some cases, not interested. Some cases is really, really hateful and vindictive. The real them is not attractive. So when the real you is not attractive, of course, you're going to always find another way to try to come at other people, victimize other people, whatever you can do.
I think jealousy is dangerous when it's with people that you really love.
The Bible says it's as cruel as the
It's
grave.
crueler than grave.
That's the word.
Eddie, you've experienced it before, right?
What, jealousy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie don't do it. He just like he go, "Yeah, okay, I just
He like, yeah.
It's dangerous though. Like people really get killed based on jealousy.
Right.
Like, it's that deep rooted for some people.
You just came out of your room and you said something. You was like, jealousy, man. What happened?
Cause like
Hello, Trinidad. Go ahead.
some people, I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like when somebody close to you has an achievement and you don't congratulate them or you don't acknowledge them, that's a form of jealousy also. It's
Yeah.
lighter, but it's still jealousy.
Yeah.
to me.
Like we're just proud of Dylan because she just got the official word that she is graduating with her bachelor's. Woo! Yeah. And
What's that
so-
GPA? What's the
What's
GPA?
the GPA?
3.35.
3.35. So we're excited that someone said they love you, Eddie, Bettina. We're excited for her accomplishment. So what she did is she put it out there that it's official. She is definitely graduating and it's over. And she didn't get congratulations. Or she didn't get,
or even a response.
Or a response.
She says everybody wasn't important, but certain people she thought would respond quickly.
Right. And so what do you do? So what do you do with the person that you thought was going to respond, didn't respond?
A lot of people saying congratulations, baby.
Thank you.
What do you do?
What do I do? I keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
I mean, you in a sense charges it a game. Like, still take it into consideration. But I like to say, like, keep that type of stuff in the bank. Because you never know when you may need that information for later. Because once that pattern keeps going as life matriculates, you'll see that person's true colors, even if it's something as slight as not getting recognition from a person.
But you know what? Sometimes jealousy has a pattern. It's that same individuals, like you said, you just posted that you get ready to graduate, and so everybody's excited. Of course, I'm crying. I'm a proud mother. That's my degree, by the way. So if that person doesn't say anything, watch them.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if they don't acknowledge that, no matter what you do, that same individual will go,
9 times out of 10, they've been doing it all along.
Right.
But it really, when it comes to something major and you are really looking for that person to show you some love or some,
right.
Congratulations, then you really see it. But I bet it was something that was a behavior that they had all along.
Yeah.
But you probably overlooked it.
So why do we do that? Now that's where I was going. Because I was guiding the conversation, because you have to understand that those individuals show the same behavior, but we overlook it. And then when something happens and you get an accomplishment and they go, you're not shocked. No. But sometimes I think every level of our accomplishments or whatever it is that we're proud of that we've done, there will be some sort of reaction. Not that we need it,
right,
but we want to watch how you're going to respond. And so if that individual just go, or give you a sly look, or that's all right, or yeah, okay, or say nothing at all, if you sit down, they've had that behavior all along.
That's right.
But when you get to a major accomplishment, sometimes we feel like, well, maybe they'll say something because I really don't want to believe that they're that jealous.
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, you don't want to believe it. It's a shock.
Sometimes it's like you kind of put it to the side and be like, oh, it's probably not like that, or I'm just overthinking. But when someone shows you the real them, believe them, no matter what it is, because you could be putting yourself at risk by just ignoring it.
When you say you could be putting your own self at risk by ignoring it, explain that.
Like, you can be, I feel like whatever relationship, no matter if it's a relationship, friendship, family, I feel like, that just adds toxicity. Once, like, say if you all get into a conflict over it, if you would have nipped it in the bud prior to that, you would have been fine. Like, if you would have, off that first instinct, them not saying anything or them not acknowledging you, said something about it, or just cut all ties, you'll be fine.
Okay.
And I feel like if you keep, I'm going to just give them another chance, or maybe it's not like that.
Because that's what we do.
Right.
We keep giving them other chances.
And we set
ourselves
up.
And there you go. And we set out, we keep giving them other chances, and we set ourselves up. And this week is Thanksgiving.
Right.
And there are a lot of you that are getting ready to go and sit down with relatives that no matter what type of success you have, no matter how high you go, no matter what degrees you accomplish, that they just are not going to give you what you think you need from them. And those are the ones, that's when you got to pick it up and you got to say, you know what, it's time for me to let this loose. Because when you guys were talking about it, I was thinking about the fact that sometimes we get more from people when negative stuff is happening in our life than positive. Like when I was going through the most negative time, I heard from everybody. When I started smiling, the phone stopped ringing.
Wow.
Shout out to Duval.
Well, you know what? What we're going to do is we're going to turn the camera around. Move that thing. Yeah, we are. Move that thing. So, see, wait. Where y'all going? Where y'all going? No, wait. Everybody want to break out now.
My son, he home.
Everybody broke out. I mean, they just broke out like I just turned on the light and roaches ran. A young lady just went up to timeline and she says, I'm crying because I'm going through this Same thing right now. I'm
We
going
get
through the
it.
same thing.
We get it.
But you said something. You said when people have when things going on in your life and it's negative, you get a better response.
Yeah.
It lets you know people like it.
Oh yeah.
They thrive on
Oh yeah.
negativity.
But all in the inbox. All in the inbox. Every corner.
Right.
As soon as they see you smiling, as soon as they see you accomplish, as soon as they see you moving,
Right.
they ain't got nothing else to say.
Is it a level thing? Hunter Carson, would you please cut off Roddy Rich or whatever you're listening to?
Draco.
You're killing me. This is my house. I live in a man house. I think people enjoy that you're on that level.
Yeah.
Like you're as long as I can see eye to eye to you,
Right.
we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. As long as I can see eye to eye with you, you're good. But the minute I can't see
Yeah.
you face to face,
I got some height on you.
yeah.
Or, you know, I feel like I got a level on you.
Why are jealous people important to us? Now that's some real talk.
That's some good. Honestly,
Why?
I want to say this first, and I want everybody else, but I want to say this. They're important until we know that they are jealous of us. Once we find out who they are, then we can dismiss them. Most of the time, they're important because we really don't know that they feel those ways about me. I had this guy that I really thought it was my good friend.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it wasn't until my mother said to me, she just said it out of the blue. She said, he jealous of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I didn't really catch it. But once she said it, you know, sometimes it takes somebody else to say something
That you already know.
that you already know, but you just have not come to grips with. And when she said it, I was like, yeah, that's why I ain't got no call. That's why he didn't want to come to the
But
wedding.
9 times out of 10, but no, babe. But listen,
Not Williams. My homeboy Williams. Love you. Ain't talking about you, homie.
but babe.
That's my okay, God.
But no, seriously. If a lot of times you know people are jealous of you. You know it.
In some,
You feel
It's those
it,
small-
but you don't necessarily.
And the way
Yeah.
you feel it.
well, you think it's misplaced admiration. Well, it is misplaced admiration,
That's all it is.
but you think it's an admiration, and you know we just kind of going back and forth. We leveling up with one another. You know what I'm saying? But not that you want to see me back. You want to see me doing bad. It's a different type of jealousy when you
Yeah.
want to see me doing bad. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And that's what I caught from what I'm talking about. It was like, it was better when he saw me doing bad. You know what I mean? And then when he saw that I was happy, it was like, I ain't
Yeah,
get
it's like
it.
as long as you
You
right
don't
there,
get
we're
nothing.
good. Yeah, as long as you right there, we're good. But
Yeah.
that's a fear. That's a fear because they fear not. I think sometimes they fear that some people fear they may lose you
Yeah.
or lose the right to connect with you, or they may feel that you might outgrow me. Not in the sense of losing me,
I think
because
that's good, that baby. I think that's it.
if I outgrow you, it means that I've not accomplished, but I have learned to master a certain area of life that you have not. But they also have to look at there's a reason why they have not. And instead of being jealous, let me help you understand maybe what you're doing wrong. And if I say what you're doing wrong, this means you got to correct me. And this
Yeah.
means that I'm wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's a deep-rooted jealousy where people lack the understanding that I'm not trying to be better than you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you understand maybe what you're doing wrong in areas that I mastered. And I think people really don't want to be taught.
Because they're too prideful. A lot of people.
Right. And I was gonna say, people really jealousy is because they have not come to grips with celebrating or embracing where they are to do better, but their focus, their focus is on the wrong thing. You can't focus on another. I can't focus on Eddie and what he's doing, and then I'm not doing anything, and then that's when you become jealous because you're soaring. I'm still not doing anything, but you got to get your focus in the right direction. People looking at Fred and Jamila, but you're not even getting your house right so that you can, so you can be in a marriage that looks happy, that is happy, that
Or
is,
doing the work.
or doing the work. You're not doing the work.
Not doing the work.
You're not doing the work.
But you know what I think is sad is people are judging you on levels.
Mm-hmm.
When you judge people on levels, it is very bad because you may be judging someone on a level and you feel like you have not gotten there, but you could be wrong because that could be where you're going. And because you won't rejoice with me,
Right.
you can't rejoice. And the Bible says, rejoice for those that rejoice.
Right.
But if you're judging me on this level, you're missing it because you can't rejoice with me on this level. So how can God trust you to take you to the next level and you could be on your way? That's why pride cometh before a fall.
Right.
Because if you, and that's what people don't understand. You stop judging people on the level. Stop being jealous of them on that level because that could be where God has taken you. But He wants to see, can you rejoice with them?
But jealousy stops their reciprocity.
It
Because
does.
you can't have what you're jealous of.
Yeah.
And somebody put this up the timeline. I like what she said. I didn't catch her name. But she put jealousy is a disease. And jealousy is a disease. And a disease is it's a break in your spirit. It's a brokenness inside you. And that jealousy ain't nothing but a brokenness that's in you. That when you looking out at somebody else and they're like you want to be, or they seem to be achieving what you want, or they seem to have a happiness that you want, you're broken in the inside because you don't have it and you can't rejoice. The thing about it, what will heal your disease is you begin to rejoice with them to rejoice.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. What do you do when it's your sister?
Ooh.
Whew. What do you do?
Lord, prepare me
What do you do when it's your sister?
to be a sanctuary.
I don't hear. Okay, everybody give me fires. Everybody say, please speak. Someone said this is on stuff. Someone said, oh, okay. What do you do when it's your sister? Okay, now I'm gonna give you a minute. Eddie, can you give me a slice of pizza? No, I'm asking you a question. What do you do?
I think when it's a family member, when it is a close sibling, it's the most heartbreaking thing. But then a whole lot that you can do because they're gonna be your sister or brother for life. I don't think there's a whole lot you can do but accept it and move along from it.
What do you do when it's your mother? Can I have a slice of pizza?
Accept it and move along.
I'm getting it, Angela. What do you do when it's your Crystal Jones? I love you, baby. What do you do when it's your husband or your wife? Someone said it.
That's when it
your
gets hard.
significant brother.
That's when it get hard.
No, seriously. What do you do when you gotta? Now, Fred and I don't have this problem. I'm not. Listen to me. A young lady was in my inbox, and she said, "My mother is very competitive with me. My mother is jealous. What do you do when your own mother is jealous of you?" Ain't nobody got no answer.
That's a sad. I mean, it's a sad situation because of what can you really do when the person felt like they have not fulfilled their life and they've been living vicariously through you, and now that you are awakened, they want to now try to be fulfilled through that.
And what you gonna do? This is where I was going. I think a lot of times the Bible says with all thy getting, and Misha has a tear in her eye, in her eye, with all thy getting understanding. If your mother did not, Hunter Carson, I'm kill you dead. I'm gonna kill you dead, Hunter Carson. My bad. Listen.
My bad.
If your mother always in her mind had a level of accomplishment or a goal set, and she did not accomplish it or fulfill it because she got pregnant with you.
That's right.
And she looks at that same accomplishment
that you got
being fulfilled through you. She looks at you and say, "You robbed me of the opportunity." So it becomes a hidden anger because when I look at you, I could have, but it's because of you, and you got the audacity to take what I had and do it.
I got a master's, and you got a master's, and I wasn't able to get one because I got pregnant with you.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can't read that. I'm gonna bleach your name out. This man just went up the timeline and he said, "My wife is very jealous of me." Now that's what he just went up the timeline. Someone said, "This is so good." He just went up the timeline and he said, "My wife," y'all better click tag and share. "My wife is," someone said, "I'm going to see it on there right now."
It happens.
My wife is jealous.
And let me tell you why it happens. Most of the time that happens because the other person is undeveloped. They have arrested development, first of all. Arrested development means they may have stopped growing at 17. While the husband or the wife was continuing to become, continue to grow, continue to become more intellectual, continue to chase after dreams and visions, those type things. And it can happen. 20-something years old, you've been with a person a long time. Arrested development can happen. And it's because they have not come into who they are and you have. So because you know where you're going and I don't know where I'm going, that's when that's where the seed of jealousy starts coming in. Because actually, you have a goal. You have a place where you're going at. And the ugly part is they're attached to your goal because they don't have one.
Now, I'm going to tell you how dangerous it is to have a jealous spouse. I've been in that position before. I've been in this position before. Go and click tag and share. I've been in this position before. I got married to Fred. And I think sometimes what happens is you see success and they see lack of success in themselves. Mm-hmm. And so no matter what they do, it does not work because they fail to understand that your success comes by you. Your failures do too. And if you keep succeeding and I keep failing, then jealousy turns into hatred.
It does.
I hate you because you have the ability to do something that I've been trying for years. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Well, that's the favor of God. No, but no. With all seriously, I think sometimes when people study the word jealousy, is so much embedded in there. It's a deep root. It's bitterness. It's anger, and I'm telling you, it's blaming. Mm-hmm. Because if I can blame you for me not being successful in any way, if I can blame you for my shortcomings, then I don't have to be accountable for it. Right. Yeah. See, jealousy has so many different roots to it. And jealousy is crueler than the grave because they ain't going to stop until you get there. Or they're not going to stop until they put you there. Jealous people are not successful people. It's no way. There is no way for jealous people to be successful because you could get advice from the very person that you don't like how to make it work. And because you won't receive it. The Bible says when you go into the city and they don't receive you, shake the dust from the feet and move on. And most people, you look at people who have gotten a level of success, whatever pinnacle of success it is, whether it's a relationship, you could be jealous of a person getting out of a bad relationship. You could. And mad because they got out of a bad relationship, but I'm still stuck in mine.
Stuck in yours.
And then they say, that's not fair. Yeah. You were supposed to stay in it because I stayed in it. That's not fair. And people don't understand that the person that got out of a bad situation could be telling you how to get out of it too, but you won't receive them because deep down inside you jealous.
But the thing about it is, baby, a lot of people that you did have to unfortunately unfollow or delete, block, is because they identified with that.
Yeah.
They identified with that past.
Yeah.
And they couldn't identify with your future. They couldn't identify with your present, your happiness. They couldn't identify. I like that person.
Yeah.
I like that person that was angry.
Yeah.
I like that person because that person identified with me. Mm-hmm. Now she's this other person and she's smiling more.
Yeah.
And I don't, you know, so those people, unfortunately, you have to get out of your life because those people identify with your brokenness. Mm-hmm. And a lot of us are still trying to drag people along that identify. Let me tell you what I did. My delete game is on fleek. Mm-hmm. It's on lock. I'm telling you right now, some people, you got to delete, block, and let them go. I don't care how close they was, and because they can only identify you with your misery.
Someone just said something very profound, but let me help you with that. Have you ever thought about this? People are jealous of your strength.
Mm.
Wow.
I like that.
People are jealous of your strength. People are jealous of your strength. That means that they're jealous that they did not have the courage
to get up,
get out, and get something.
Ooh.
And wait a minute. That's not their fault. That's yours. That's not their fault. So you can't blame them for your lack of strength.
You might have to say that again.
Again, you cannot blame someone for your lack of strength. If they had the courage to get out because you're so angry. I've even heard women say, you left me here. Okay, and Rebecca Cotton is going crazy right now. You left me here. No, I didn't leave you here. I made a choice. And you can't get mad at me because I choose to make a better choice
But you wasn't
than the
supposed to love
hell that I'm going through. However, you choose. And so people will get angry at you because I choose peace. I choose tranquility. I choose to be around people who are laughing. I choose to be around people who want a little bit better. I made this choice. And they are jealous because you choose a better path at life than the one that they've been accustomed to creating hell and havoc and misery, and they love it.
Yeah.
And you are strong, and they don't like that you have strength. And most people are jealous of you because you got strength. You got strength to smile. You got strength to sit in a counselor. You got strength to you got strength to wash your tail. And I've been depressed, and I can't. People get mad at you because you choose to be happy.
Yeah.
See, jealousy is such a myth. Beyonce has this song, and she says, sheep don't lay with lion. Sheep don't lay with lion. That means the sheep ain't jealous of the lion. The sheep don't want no parts of the lion because he realized, I can't walk with you. I can't walk. The sheep says, okay, he's a lion, he's got a mane, his mane is better than mine, and I've got wool. Animals got better understanding
Then we do.
Wow.
The sheep ain't laying with the lion. The snake ain't gonna swing with the monkey. They understand their position, and the reason why they don't coexist because they understand they got different paths, but yet still they got to cross paths at one point in time. And most people don't understand jealousy is not going to get you anywhere but at a road to destruction.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand your position, nor do you thank God for the role you got to play. Because the role that you got to play, God said, you play that role. You play that position. And most of you don't want to play the role God gave you. You don't want to play the position. You're judging someone on a level and saying, I'm supposed to play that role. God said, You ain't supposed to play that role. What I want you to do is understand the position you in. Can you be happy with them? Rejoice for those that are. And you go, no, I can't. And then God says, well, you stay right there. So guess what? You can't blame me because you become a hindrance to yourself.
I was supposed to have, that's exactly what was some people's problem. I was supposed to have that. She wasn't supposed to have that before I had it. And that's a lot of people's problem. That's why a lot of people are still jealous. And that's why a lot of people in your family would be jealous. Because I was supposed to have that. She wasn't supposed to have that. Or I was supposed to have that. He wasn't supposed to have it. And because you got it first. And it's authentic. See, one thing people don't care about people coming together. It's the authenticity that bothers people. So it being real, when folk begin to see that we were real, that's when the problem. They ain't care nothing about us coming together. It was when they couldn't see what I say, a shadow of a turning.
A shadow of a turning.
When they could, they still, and they still ain't heard no crazy stuff. It don't mean that we sitting around here smiling like two crazy people all day. No, we go through things too, but it'll never be something that you will ever hear because this is something God has done. Yeah. Now, instead of hating it, pray for it.
I'm going to say this. I want you to stop being addicted to jealous people.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm going to say it. Stop being addicted to jealous people. I'm going to say that one more again. Stop being addicted to jealous people. Someone said, come on now. What am I saying? You know, do a doggone well. Your cousin don't like you, but you have to hear from her.
You still got to hear from her.
You know, do a doggone well. your friend is not happy you graduating. They're not. What I'm saying is people, and you know that they're not happy for you. Why the hell you keep finding yourself in a circle? Because, my dear, you are addicted to jealous people. You're addicted. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know people are not going to like me, honey. Just pull me up a little bit.
Okay, just a little bit.
Okay. Let's be real. I'm a realist. Even though we're pastors, I'm a realist. I'm probably one of the realest people that you could ever come across in your life. You know good and well that make you feel good. That you could just take that knife and just turn it just a little bit because you know that they're jealous. Is that feeling right there? Someone said, now listen here. She said, okay, girl, now you just said that. I ain't gonna read your comment. Someone said that part. You get like a little high. It's like your own personal bong that you get because you know they jealous of you, and you could just turn it just a little bit.
Yeah.
And say, marinate on that. See, it's that feeling that I need you to get over, because you'll find yourself entertaining their buffoonery. And then when it blows up in your face, then you want to know. What you do is you put them in a position and you keep them there.
Yeah.
Because the reality is both y'all need to stop doing that to each other. You both are playing, someone said, oh, this is good. You both are playing a very game. I have to say this. I remember one of my cousins said something, and she threw shade at me. Someone said, this is so deep, it's speaking volumes. She threw shade at me.
Yes, she did.
And she threw shade at me a few times. And so when she threw shade, she got other family members or cousins, and they all threw shade. And so what I decided to do is I could have just turned up the volume because I was doing something great. But I knew that this cousin was jealous. And I said, if I share it with her, what is it going to do? It's going to be hot coals on her head. And she already going through her own problems. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to handle them accordingly. I am not going to entertain her petty. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep being great because she ain't want me to be great.
Say that again, baby.
I'm going to keep being great because they don't want you great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not share things, but let it hear through the grapevine. So if it came through a third party or someone else.
I hate that. That's turning the knife.
They realize that you don't have the right to talk to me anymore. So we don't play this stupid little game anymore. That's it.
Delete, block.
Yeah, we're not playing this stupid little game. That's right. I'm going to remove myself from the situation so we're not playing this stupid, petty little game. I know you're jealous of me. I'm going to continue to be great. If I share it with you, you're mad. If I don't share it, you're mad. I'm there if I do. I'm there if I don't. If I say it, I'm bragging. If I say it, I'm boasting. If I say that, oh, she thinks she all that. Well, it's not that I think I'm all that. God is doing great. Well, let me keep my testimony. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep it to myself.
I'm going to remove myself.
And I'm going to remove myself from the situation.
That's what I'm going
to handle people accordingly. And I'm going to let you hear from that. So then she said, well, you ain't telling me this. Well, what the hell am I telling you that for? Because you know good doggone well if I told you that you're going to tell me that I'm bragging, you think it's all about you. It's all about you. You always bragging. You all that. You already know.
Yeah.
So stop it right there.
Yeah.
We ain't playing this game. So save yourself the aggravation. And stop being addicted to people who are jealous. Stop playing this petty little game. Put them in a position and don't even play that game anymore. Someone said preach. Someone said OMG.
That is it.
Now on that note, I'm going to eat this pineapple pizza.
On that note, she going to eat her pizza.
Amen, y'all.
And on that note, I'm going to find myself one.
Amen.
All right.
We love you.
We love you.
Now, I will say this because it's
Hey,
not
partner.
as easy.
Did I just drool?
I ain't see it, baby. They ain't
Did
see
I
it.
drool? I just drool.
It's not that easy if you got a jealous husband or a jealous wife. On that, you're going to need to intercede. You're going to have to have some counseling.
That ain't love.
You're going to have to That's why I'm saying what
There's
I'm
no
saying.
jealousy in love.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. And
And
9
perfect
times out
love
of 10,
casts out all fear.
that's right. So 9 times out of 10, if you got some jealousy with a partner, 9 times out of 10, y'all might
That ain't
be
love.
close to something being over.
That ain't love.
Amen.
That's motive. If you jealous of me and you in my life, you got a motive. Why are you here? That's a motive.
Mm-hmm.
If you always jealous of your spouse, and the stupid thing about it is, if you get, I get. Friend, if you get, I get. If I get, you get. Because we are one. A house divided against itself can't stand.
That's
so if
right.
you jealous of me, then why? Because you know why? They don't like you. They don't like you. If your spouse is jealous of you deep down inside, they don't like you.
And that's the part that you
That
got to
part.
get to them. They don't like you.
They don't like you. Period.
They can love the comfort of you being in their space,
Yes, they don't like you.
but not like you.
They don't like you at all. I'm going to let you know. Your husband don't like you, lady. That just went up the timeline. He don't like you. Because I'm telling you, you're going to be doing something. He's going to be looking at you like you a whole mess of stink. Just,
Yeah.
you know how they do you.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
And then you don't get no peace. Because they're like, why you always got to do that? Why you always got to do that? What you doing that for? I don't understand. Why you that? You ain't going to never do nothing right. Because you're doing everything right. You ain't going to never do nothing wrong. I don't care what you do. You can make them peaches out of your own garden. He going to tell you, yo, let me tell you something. I'm going to sing Jill Scott.
Come on, Jill.
Hate on me, hater. Now what? Is this his now or later?
I don't know the song.
Now they don't like you. You can bake them peaches out of your own garden and they still won't be happy. You best to believe. And 9 times out of 10, if you got a spouse that's jealous of you, you give them an opportunity, you give them a moment. They gonna hurt you. And ain't gonna be nobody else's fault but your own. They gonna hurt you because they cannot destroy you, nor can they stop the move of God on your life.
That's right.
And the best thing you could do is you could get up out of that marriage. Anytime, oh, you love the background, baby, they want to see you. You blocking my head. Look at that, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, that means
That's
Fred
still
back
the
there.
same.
If you got a spouse that's jealous of you, they gonna destroy you.
Try to get out of it.
Right.
They
And
gonna
if
try
you
their
dating
best.
somebody and you can sense jealousy,
Get out.
get out of it.
Get
Don't
out.
keep dating the person
That's
that you can
dangerous.
feel that they jealous of you. They get mad at you, and when you celebrate, they sitting there with their face stiff and looking crazy. Get out
And
now.
I'm gonna tell you how silly you are. You
Because
lay
they're
up
not
there.
going to change.
You lay up there next to them every night, sleeping next to a jealous person. Baby, you better hope they don't take their pillow and take you out and smother you. Because I'm telling you, jealous people are dangerous, but they're even more dangerous when you lay up with them. They kill you.
All right, baby. I think
Amen.
that's good.
I pray for Melania. I pray for her. He don't like her.
We love you guys. On that note, say bye, baby.
I ain't saying bye. See you in the morning. Huh? You better run. Child, let me tell you, you better find out why they jealous of you. They maybe made you, girl, you maybe, jealous. What, Fred, are you jealous of me at all?
Girl,
And
please.
alive.
No, ain't no, and I'm just dot my eyes and cross my, no, but hold on, wait a minute. That's a good thing to ask because you have to take an assessment. I'm not jealous of him and he ain't jealous of me, but I'm going to sure tell you this. Say what? Who what?
He said, yeah.
Do you think a jealous person would admit
That
they're
they jealous.
No, they'll be acting like
Not
Google
really.
fool.
They don't have to admit it. You can feel it.
You feel it. That's what I'm saying. But you ask them, do you think that they're going to admit it?
Let me tell you, no, they're not, but you can feel it. Let me tell you one thing about Fred.
They'll usually say, "I feel like you're in competition with me."
They would, yeah.
That's what they usually say when from my history. That's what. They
Okay.
They
That
feel
is
like they're in
good.
competition with you. Why would they feel that way?
Because,
'Cause
like
that's
you
that
said,
jealousy
you're
speaking.
you're accomplishing more than what they are. So they feel like that you're in competition with them because they want to go in that same direction, but they're not achieving their goals like that.
But there's a reason why they're not. Understand, Fred is great at some things. And I promise you, he
We
balances
balance one
me
another out.
perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has kept me from jail. He has done so many wonderful
She's
things.
also kept me from jail.
Amen.
I'm telling you. But you got to know your position.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there will never be insecurities if you know your role and where you put your weaknesses and your strength in a relationship. And so I can never be jealous of Fred in the area in where I know I need him. And it's the getting the understanding of the yin and the
vice
yang in
versa.
relationships.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why you have people that says, I feel like I'm in competition with you, you need to ask, well, why do you feel that way? And if they say because, and if they give the details of why they feel that way, then maybe they could take some of your advice.
Well,
If you're
that's
good in those areas. But if they don't like you, they don't want your advice.
That's right.
Sometimes because they're jealous of you, you never can help them because it's coming from you.
It's coming from you.
So you feel like it's no real love when you're in a relationship like that?
No.
No.
It's impossible. It's impossible to be.
It's impossible
It's
for it to be
impossible
love.
for it to be love
Yeah.
when you're with someone. I love my husband. The
Yeah.
sun rises and falls on my husband.
Right.
And so don't come to me with nothing because
That's right.
perfect love has no fear. So I don't fear him being jealous of me because we have an understanding. He's strong in those areas. Why would I be jealous of an area he's stronger at? No, I'm going to give him that so we can balance each other out. So if you're with someone that's always competition and there's insecurity, then there's a level that may not have anything to do with you. The level of the relationship where they feel like they're in competition with you is because you mastered that. And I am angry that you mastered something that I've been trying to get a hold of for years. Why do you get to do it so quickly and I'm still struggling? Because you don't want to listen.
Right. Instead of just profiting in a relationship from your partner mastering it.
Yeah.
It's like she's asked me, we'd had stuff where this stuff that she knew,
Yeah.
knew and
Right.
and she could see on my face when she was explaining some stuff that, that I was disturbed. And she said, well, you had a problem? I'm like, no, baby, I absolutely don't have a problem I'm glad you do. You know what I'm saying? The disturbance is that I got to adjust. And the thing about it, some of you couples, if you can begin to see the benefit of your wife or your husband in those areas, you probably will never get as good as them in that area. What if you come to the grips that I probably will never be as good as they are in that area, and then just let them operate in it? What's going to make our marriage spectacular as we grow in the years, right? Is I know how to play my part.
Right.
There's a part that a husband and a wife plays. Yes, priest, prophet, and all of that stuff as a man, but there's certain areas that a man has to know. And a woman has to know, I play this part in this marriage. This is what I do in this marriage. And some of it is you guys have not come to a place where you are satisfied with the part you play. Now, I would never come to a place to try to do what my wife does. You know why? She's better at it. And that's why God sent her to me.
And when you stay in a situation such as Eddie was speaking about, you give that person permission
To mistreat
to
you.
right. You give them permission to make you miserable, to
Yeah.
invite you into
Yeah.
their miserable space.
Yeah.
Don't condone their behavior. Address it. Get out. Do what you need to do. But never give a person permission to make your life miserable by staying in it.
Yeah. And that's what you do. You ultimately teach people how you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So maybe they need to learn the true definition of what love is.
Yeah.
I want to
You
say
wanna
this,
be a
Eddie,
teacher.
Everybody should know what it is before they get in it.
because you will become something. The one thing that I saw that I take from myself is you can become a shadow of something because you have learned to dumb yourself down and to become everything that the other person wanted you to be so that they could be happy, but you not be in the equation of being happy. The one thing that I have been taught in the time with my wife is that my happiness is important. She was like that from day one. The question, she would question. I remember when she was first, she probably asked me maybe my 5th time she was asking, I was like, huh? She's like, are you happy? And people don't ask you about that because people don't care.
It's important. I ask that with the kids. I ask that. I take
She does.
Michelle, I do it to you. It's very important that you have an assessment of the people around you. Because if I say, Dylan, are you happy? And Hunter, I do it to Hunter, I'll be like, baby, are you happy? Oh, man, come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. And even though it makes him upset, If he says, "Mommy, I'm not happy," then I need to know where.
Yeah.
And how do we fix it? Because if I can get you to the place where you understand that your happiness matters.
Yeah.
So many people are in relationships and your happiness don't matter. If I love you, it matters to me if you're happy or not. How can I help you? Do we got to get counseling? Sometimes we got to get medication. What do we have to do? Yes, I'm a woman of faith, but let's understand everybody needs to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Your happiness matters. And if your happiness doesn't matter to you, it won't matter to nobody else.
Right.
I'm going to get me some peace.
All right, we can talk all night, but they ain't going to let us do that. We got to get out of here.
Love
all right.
y'all. Bye.
What did she say? Do what? She said something. Somebody said something.
What she say, baby?
I can't read it. I'll read it later and put it in the inbox.
All right.
We got to go.
We love y'all. See
all right,
y'all
love you.
tomorrow morning. Bye.
All right, tomorrow.